was writing as if he was in the moment, but he was recalling an attack by General Archibald Gracie, who was commanding a brigade of Alabamians. Now, Gracie was originally from New York, but he spent a lot of his life in the South, and he ends up commanding a Confederate brigade. He says, bullets, fragments of shell, grape, and canister sing over and around louder than the songs of southern katydids, but no one dodges. What's the use? There goes a comrade down, and there's another. See that fellow keel over as he aims, and the cannoneers, why, there's hardly enough of them left to fire their guns still standing. Ah, that's the third artilleryman to fall since the captain spoke. The ground shakes and trembles, the roar shuts out all sound from other parts of the line, if there is any left of it. If there is an army of the Cumberland anywhere, shells are shrieking and canister are cutting swaths of humans in the kneeling rows. Splinters off rocks are flying dangerously. The blood-soaked earth is being dug up in chunks by ripping balls. If one had time to indulge in such a thing, one might think a tornado howling over the battlefield. Again the foe comes on in renewed assault. They come so swiftly that we can hardly count their volleying. And the reports of their guns and our own are blended in a dirge of destruction, and the smoke of musketry and of cannon is so thickly spread over and about us that we can hardly see aught to save those who are next to us. The shriek of shell is the wickedest sound of battle, but nothing makes the flesh crawl like the demonic, purring, whistling grape shot and the serpent hiss of canister. Men's legs are torn from bodies, and bodies are cut in two. A shell takes at most only 2 or 3 men out of the ranks as it hits, but grape or canister mows down part of a platoon and piles the dead and wounded on top of one another. Through the thick smoke, suddenly we see a swarm of men in gray, not in battle line, but an oncoming mass of soldiers bent on burying their bullets into resisting flesh. Cannon flash on them, and we volley into them our best compliments of welcome, amidst the screams of the dying as they advance. Brave men those, by all the gods of war, but it takes brave men to withstand their charge. See, they are almost upon us. Altogether, there was never another brigade that could do the volley and charge so well as ours. Bayonets lunge in fierce thrusts, metallic sparks fly as though from flints. And then the front is a wild scene of fast disappearing masses of gray, seeking safety in sudden flight, leaving Mother Earth blackened and bloody. Soldiers have been slain so mercilessly that the ground is so thickly strewn with the dead and dying, one cannot help stepping on them for a score or more of yards, aye, for 100 in every direction except towards the rear. That is the most vivid description of fighting in the Civil War I've ever heard.